Welcome to Planet Algo, where we discuss all things about the Algorand network. Today we're going to cover zero-knowledge proofs. And the reason for this is this was a concept written about by Silvio Micali back in 1985 with two of his colleagues at MIT. Him and Shafi Goldwasser, who was one of his colleagues who wrote on this, won a Turing Award, a very prestigious award in 2012. And it was also based partly on their discovering of the zero-knowledge proof. As a cryptographer, Silvio's work lends very much to the blockchain area and space, which is why I personally have chosen the Algorand network. However, I do feel it's important to kind of understand some of his work. So let's go ahead and let's do a quick demonstration of what exactly a zero-knowledge proof is. Now, the first thing I better do is I better give you the Wikipedia formal definition. In cryptography, a zero-knowledge proof is a method by which one party, the prover, can prove to another party, the verifier, that they know a value X without conveying any information apart from the fact that they know the value X. So this is very straightforward. Essentially, you're going to have two parties, and the party is able to prove to the other party that they know a piece of knowledge without providing what that knowledge is or any other knowledge. All they are going to prove to the person is that they know the knowledge. Okay. So imagine that we have this cave, okay, and it has an entrance, and it's a very long entrance, okay, and it has two pathways, okay, and one pathway goes off to the left if you're entering a cave from this way, and we'll just denote this left, and the other goes off to the right. And in the very back of the cave, you have a locked door. And it is understood by everybody who knows about this cave that nobody knows how to open this door, okay? You can't dig under it, you can't fly over it. The whole idea is that you must go through the door, but it's locked and nobody knows how to go through it. So we have two parties. We have Tina and Sherry. Tina will make red, and we'll denote her with a T. And Sherry will make purple, and we'll denote her with an S. Now, in a zero-knowledge proof, we're going to say that Tina is going to be the prover. Tina possesses the knowledge, okay? Tina is the one that knows the knowledge. And what knowledge does he has? Tina claims to know how to unlock the door, okay? So she's going to tell Sherry, I know how to unlock the door. And Sherry's going to say, okay, prove it to me. In a zero-knowledge proof, though, Tina is not going to take Sherry back and show her as she opens the door, because that can convey some knowledge to her, right? What Tina's going to do is she's going to do this. She's going to say, okay, Sherry, I want you to stand right out here outside of the entrance and don't look in. And Sherry will comply. And then Tina is going to walk into the cave. And when Tina positions herself, she's going to tell Sherry, okay, come into the cave and tell me to come out either the left or the right path. Sherry then is going to move over to here, and she's going to say, come out the right. Then Tina's going to do her thing, unlock the door, and she's going to come out the right. Or she could say, Tina, come out the left, and Tina just simply has to walk out the left. Now you might say, hey, wait a second. That isn't really proving anything, because Tina, she has a 1/2, a 1/2 chance of just randomly walking in there and having the right path. How does she prove that she knows how to unlock the door? You would repeat this over and over. So let's say you repeated this 10 times. What are the odds of that happening? Well, that's 1 in 1,000. That's very low. And if Sherry is still not convinced, Sherry could say, okay, Tina, let's do it 20 times. So this would be roughly 1 in 1,000,000. The chances that Tina could be doing this are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, that she could just be doing it on random luck, picking the right one on pure chance each time. Just mathematically, the odds are going to 0. Now, the interesting thing about this, okay, I want to show this too. The interesting thing about this is that when they're doing this, right, and this is where cryptography comes in. In cryptography, you'll often have a network of connected computers. So imagine now that Tina isn't a person. Imagine that she's a computer. And imagine that Sherry is a computer, right? And they're passing some information back and forth, right? One thing that's super important in cryptography that they're always dealing with is that there's this third party out here that's malicious, okay? And here's a bad party. And maybe this bad party is listening in on this communication, okay? This is what they're always dealing with in cryptography, and they deal with it through what's called encryption and methods like this. Now, in a zero-knowledge proof, here is the beauty of it. Tina is conveying this information to Sherry, but anybody watching cannot be 100% sure that Tina has the information she's saying she has. Only Sherry can. And you might say, well, why is that? What do you mean? And the reason for that is they don't know that Sherry isn't compromised, okay? A third party does not know that Sherry and Tina don't have this other third method over here that they're communicating with, and that they are putting on a show for this bad party. Okay, so this is the beauty of a zero-knowledge proof. You know something, you can prove to somebody, right? You can prove to somebody that you know it without conveying any information except for the fact that you know it. And if a third party happens to be eavesdropping, happens to be listening in on this communication, this third party can never be absolutely sure that you are even proving what you say you know, because they don't know that Tina and you are not putting on a show together. Tina and Sherry are not putting on a show, okay? So, zero-knowledge proof. Now when you see this, you'll have an idea of what it is, okay? I'm going to be doing more concept videos like this along with my tutorials. If you like today's video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you want to leave a comment on my drawing, my wonderful art here, go ahead and leave a comment. If I should turn it into an NFT, let me know. I'll turn it into an NFT and I'll give it to one of you or something. And just in general, if you have any suggestions for anything you want to know, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.